Hello, 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 hello. Welcome back to part 2 of Many Have a Form of Godliness but Denying the Power Thereof. This is Real Talk, and I am your host, CeleXy. So let's just get right to it and pick up where we left off. In order to have a different outpicturing or a different manifestation of what we desire in the world, we need to change the focus of our thoughts, the energy of our vibration, and the sound of our voices. If change is what we truly desire. And what I'm saying is, even the way that we talk, the words that we use, the things that we say, and how we say them, the intonations and the character in which we have conversation and describe the things that we desire, all play a part in creating that ultimate manifestation. Obviously, we know that really high pitches resonate differently with people, but they also create a different vibration in the universe. And it's an elevated and a higher vibration. So, excuse me, that's why our ears kind of tune up or perk up when we hear high pitched sounds and things like that, because especially if they're sweet to the ears, a sweet connotation to the ear, we tend to perk up when we hear high pitched voices, a soprano versus an alto, different things like that. So all those things play a part in creating the outpicturing or the manifestation of that which we desire. Currently, all of our collective energy as a whole, that energy is kind of flowing downward. It's like a vortex is sucking our energy in a downward fashion. And so what we're seeing is a lot of violence and destruction and hate and death. And those are the things that we don't want to see. And so unfortunately, because the news is so saturated with negative media, with negative coverage, that's pretty much what we see. And even some of our favorite programming on television, I mean, the actors are fabulous, they're beautiful people, and the stories are really interesting. But if we spend the majority of our time watching shows like Power and Empire and the haves and the have nots and Queen Sugar and Greenleaf. I'm just thinking about some of the shows that I actually watch. But if the majority of our time is spent watching those shows where all we see is violence, death, division, destruction, negativity, stealing, killing, if that's all we see, illegal activity, if that's all we see, if that's all of the things that we partake of that are pulling energy from us, then is it no wonder that we're actually seeing the outpicturing of that in our societies? Come on, let's just think for a minute. If we spent the majority of our waking hours focusing on love and kindness and beauty and positivity and all that sort of thing, if we focused on that, meditating, listening to fabulous uplifting music, watching children playing in the park, going to functions that uplift the spirit, if we spent the majority of our time and the majority of our energy focused in that direction, guess what we will experience as an outpicturing or as a manifestation? More of the same. More of the same. Believe it or not. Try it. Try it. If you spent, let's just say 75% of your waking hours doing something good, positive, uplifting, motivating, creative, spontaneous, enjoyable, that creates happiness. If you focus 75% of your time and energy on those things, I guarantee you what you'll experience is a manifestation of more of that. Like you'll have several days in a row where it's just like, oh my God, I'm on a high because life is so fabulous right now. And then, just as an experiment, take another day, spend 75% of that watching negative programming, watching the news like CNN or Fox or even your local news or something negative, you know, and watch. Watch, you have several days in a row that is a continuation of all of that crap that you allowed yourself to partake of. You know, it's going to be a multiply, it'll multiply. It'll multiply the things that you don't want to experience because you've allowed yourself to give energy to that. You'll have more of that. If you don't believe me, just try it. Oh, taste and see that these words that I'm saying are true. Try it. Try it. I would encourage you to focus on that test from the positive perspective. Just, be all about love for 75% of the day, if not 100% of the day. Be all about love. Have loving thoughts. Allow loving emotion and feeling to run through your veins from the soles of your feet to the top of your head. Allow each and every one of those energy chakras to be stimulated by loving thoughts. Go into a meditative state. Go into a trance if you have to. Just thinking about beauty and love and honor and respect and encouraging people and just wrap yourself up in a spirit of love and think on these things whatsoever things are true and honorable and praiseworthy and loyal and kind and generous. Think on those things, positive things, and allow your energy to move in that direction. And trust me, you will experience more of the same. You will see more of the same. We have so much power within us, inside here and inside here, that we can collectively completely flip the script of what we're seeing in our world today. Try it. Try it in your family. Try it on your job. Try it in your community. Try it in your city, in your state, in your country, in this world. If we all make a conscious effort and specifically and on purpose, focus our energy towards those things we desire: unity, love, honor, respect, beauty. And watch your reality change right before your very eyes. I'm a living witness that it can happen. That which you desire will manifest itself if that's where you focus your energies. This little thing right here is like a tuning fork. Has no power in and of itself. I give it power. I give it power through the transmuting of my thoughts. My body has no power in and of itself if what's in here and what's in here does not transmute or lend itself to its function. That's how much in control we are in. These lips painted red have no power until the thoughts in my head lends itself to it. Something to think about. Something to think about. So I'm going to end part 2 very short and sweet and loving and kind. And I just want to say again that I know that we have the power to change our circumstances individually and collectively. And I'm hoping that somehow, someday, soon, that we will all come together on one accord and flip this thing around, because we can. This has been your girl CeleXy, and this is Real Talk. I'm signing out, and I love you.